Hello, welcome to a new video. So it's been quite a while since we put a video on this channel. Me and Libby were planning on doing this video together, but I'm home alone tonight and haven't got much to do, so I thought I'd finally get around to making a video. So it's been quite a while since I put one on. I think we have about a month's worth of things to show today, including a big haul of t-shirts we've got. So yeah, this has been collected over a while. We've been to a couple of car boot sales, which is something new for us. So we're going to go through the finds today. So the first find to talk about, I think I'm putting a video of it in here, is we actually found a vintage champion Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls jersey. That is a mouthful to say, but a really cool item to find. We went to a car boot sale we'd never been to before. It was not a great one. That was literally the only item we bought. Now I knew with like the Last Dance and just general vintage champion and NBA items, they do carry quite a bit of value. So like I said, the really good condition ones sell to about 100, up to about £100, sometimes just over, and the average price when I worked it out sat around £75. We've sold it now, that's why I got the videos on, and we sold it for 60 all in. The reason being, it was a bit worn in some areas, it had a couple of little marks and that, and we just wanted to sort of play it safe really. We didn't really want to be risking it, putting it up for £100 and sitting on it for a while, so at £60 it is still crazy profit for an item we found at a car boot sale, so definitely an amazing find. Alright, so let's get into some of the finds now. First item is just a pair of Lee jeans. I'm not going to unfold them because I won't get into the full shot. I did buy them really for me actually. They said they were 32 waist that is, and no, they did not fit. So the next item is a pair that Libby didn't want to buy. They're an off-brand, unbranded pair of Burberry Novacek design inspired, however you want to say it, pair of trousers. I found them in the men's section. They said they were 32. I tried them on for a photo. That they don't fit at all, and I don't think they're a men's. Like the waist is, I'm trying to show it here, like that's how high the waist is. I mean, you can see next to my big old noggin there. And last pair of bottoms is a pair of North Face shorts. They've got a little embroidered logo there. Hopefully that's shown up. So they're in a sort of olive green colourway. They again state they're a 32-inch waist, not adjustable and really quite tight material. So I don't know whether that just was wrong in the first place or what, but they actually more fit a 30 or 31-inch waist. Next item is a brand new with tags, Puma King Polo. I don't want to unfold it too much because there's not much to see really. You've got the Puma King logo there, blue and white stripes on the sleeves and all on the tags there. It's even got a sticker there as well, which is cool. But yeah, it's a Puma King Polo, which is like the football brand that Puma had from the late 90s to the early 2000s. Next we have a really cool vintage Reebok athletic department polo shirt, so there you go there. So I like picking up Reebok anyway. Vintage Reebok's better, and athletic department is kind of like another niche of that. We picked up a coat in the past. I didn't think much of it. We sold it super cheap last year, and it turns out that some Reebok athletic department pieces, because they're a bit rarer and they usually are all vintage, turns out some of them actually got quite a bit of value, so definitely wanted to pick up this piece. Another polo shirt here, nothing super standout, is a Ralph Lauren blue, black and white stripes with a yellow pony there on one of the older, more vintage tags again. This isn't really a polo shirt, but kind of is, I guess. It's a rugby, England Rugby Union shirt, so it's really nice. I don't think this, it says it's from the 2007 World Cup, but I don't think this would have been the shirt they wore. I know the one that they wore there. I think I've picked up one before. Again, mid-2000s, sort of printed on Nike tag. Really nice with the central Nike logo, which is different to having those big O2 sponsors that rugby, England rugby tops have had for a long time. So something a bit sleeker, a bit classier. Okay, onto some jumpers now. So this jumper is a Kenzo, so Kenzo Home, Kenzo men's. It's a, I think it's full zip, yeah, full zip fleece jumper there. Originally I wasn't going to pick this up, I even recorded it as though I wasn't going to pick it up, but decided in the end it's worth it. It's got some Kenzo branding there on the zipper. Then we got quite a recent pickup, so I haven't done these in order at all, but this is quite a recent one, just added to the store I think yesterday actually. It's this Nike green and white hoodie with the big Oregon, I think that's embroidered and then stuck on. Really nice, big Nike logo in the middle. Obviously Nike's still doing well, Nike always does well, but recently it's been quite popular, but I think it's sort of dropping back down to sensible prices again, to be honest. On the early 2000s grey Nike tag, trying to show there, with someone's name written on it, which is always an added bonus. Everyone loves to have someone else's name written on their clothes. And staying on a similar theme, we have another Nike jumper. So I think we literally picked this up yesterday. I think it might have been yesterday we literally picked this up. On a much newer age tag. I think they're either usage ones now or they used them a few years ago. Big back print as well, which is cool there. Didn't originally see that, but I think actually makes this jumper a bit cooler. There's a lot that have the Just Do It print or embroidered, but I'm not seeing any with that for sale at the moment. Okay, so moving into accessories, we have this diesel cap here. Nothing super special, it's in a nice sort of beigey colour. I like caps in this colour with the embroidered diesel spell out. Right, final item before getting on to the t-shirt haul, and it's a really cool vintage Nike backpack. So this was an eBay buy and I risked it a bit because it pretty much just didn't have a description. There were a few photos in quite dark photos, and they just said used, post second class, and I was like, oh. So I took the risk because they accepted my offer, and yeah, there was definitely a bit of wear. You can see the Nike check there, not sure how that's showing up, but that was meant to be all this nice blue shiny pearlescent, and most of it was completely scratched off. There's a rip which I'm still going to repair before it gets listed, so definitely that's the risk with eBay, you can't see the item. But if I open it, which was really one of the main reasons I bought it, you can see, hopefully you can see, it's on the really old sort of Nike tab with the red tick and the box and everything. So they used that, I think, throughout like the late 90s into the early 2000s. So I'm guessing that this is early 2000s. So the fact that it's worn is not surprising at all. And obviously the unique thing of it is it's got this really hard shell on the bottom, which is completely see-through. Well, not see-through, it's translucent. So it goes all the way through the bag with the big Nike spell out, as well as obviously the Nike check there. Okay, we're at the time now, the t-shirt haul. I am looking forward to it because I can just bomb through all these t-shirts that I found, but also I perfectly folded them all like this, and now I'm going to have to undo them all and refold them again, but I needed to get some out anyway. So we're not going to hang about, just going to bomb through them as quick as I can. But this one is not yet on the store. It's a vintage wolf print, it's on a wild tag. I can't find a year on it, it's not single stitch, but I'm guessing that it's early to mid 2000s. The print's in cool condition, double-sided, and that will be coming onto the store very soon. Along with that Puma King Polo that I showed before, we bought this brand new Puma t-shirt. It's got a Puma spell out on the sleeve there. Again, brand new. You can see it's got quite basic tags, and I believe on the back there it says sample as well. Oh, and it's got an embroidered logo there. I missed that. Then we've got this Nike training t-shirt. It's got a cool sort of design down both sides here with the sort of grey and red design. Printed on tag, but it looks like it again is around mid 2000s. I was considering keeping this for myself, but I put it on the store just to see. Obviously, again, like I say, Nike's quite popular, so I thought we'll see if it sells. Then quickly, really cool. Picked this up at one of the charity shops I mentioned in one of my older videos that I've started going to a lot. It's a Marvin the Martian Looney Tunes cycling vest, and this is now actually sold. I think it sold today. Well, Depop went through a phase where cycling jerseys and vests became very popular, I think especially with girls, to create like crop tops and that. So I think we've caught the tail end of that trend, and just in general it's a really cool jersey there. Then we've got, this is also sold as well, I think they're sold today, just a basic Nike tee, grey with the black embroidery there, printed on tab, an NFL tee, so you got the tag there. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think it's NFC, which is the South Division, 2005 champions, so nice and easy, it dates it for me. So it's from 2005, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Wolf trend, we've got this one here. Libby absolutely hates me picking up these Wolf tees. I insist that they will sell. And there is always kind of that trend. People really like these wolf and nature themed t-shirts. You can see this one's done in like a stone wash or an acid wash style. Again, this one isn't dated, but with the sort of tag that it's got, I'd guess around mid-2000s. Then coming back onto the NFL theme, we have a Dallas Cowboys Nike tee. Yeah, so there's the Nike logo there printed on the sleeve. It's got Austin 19 on the back. I can't remember his first name because I don't remember players well, but it's printed on neck label there. So again, another NFL item. I'm not going to fold it because literally that's it. It's purple and you've got the Minnesota Vikings print there. Neck label there. It fits sort of an extra small, so picking up an item of that size, it can stick a while. But the Minnesota Vikings, always a popular team because they've got a really cool logo, and obviously the colour purple is a bit of a different colourway, so it can be quite popular. And we've got a men's Wrangler t-shirt. So I quite like Wrangler. There's not really massive value in Wrangler. Levi's is obviously the most popular denim brand, I would say. Wrangler's sort of second to it and doesn't sell quite as well, a whole value just quite as well. But I just thought this t-shirt, no matter what brand it was quite cool, definitely sort of stands out with that comic book or pop art style. So second to last item now, and we're back onto NBA this time, it's not NFL. So this is a Boston Celtics with Rondo, quite a big one. But not too long ago picked up a Adidas New York Knicks basketball tee, and that sold quite quick. But Boston Celtics always been an iconic NBA team, so it was worth picking this one up, I think. And the last item of the t-shirt haul is a vintage Real Madrid away shirt. I originally thought this may have been a training top, but then it had the La Liga patches, and then I googled it, and I think it's the 03 to 04 away kit. It's at the time when Zidane and Beckham and players like that were there. No name on the back, which I think is a good thing, because usually when you find football tops, you have some person's random name, and then they pretty much have no value whatsoever at that point. But you got the embroidered badge there, the Adidas one there, all checks out, really nice. This hasn't sold yet because I'm sticking to UK only at the moment. T-shirts like this, especially European clubs, if you're willing to post within Europe or internationally, they don't tend to hang around too long because they've got a big market in Europe especially. But because I'm sticking to UK only at the moment, this is still around. I very rarely find football shirts, and it's become an increasingly popular market. Lots of pages are just dedicated to it, and there's been a big explosion really in the popularity of trying to thrift football shirts. But I barely ever find them. I think this is the first one I've ever actually picked up in nearly 2 years of thrifting or reselling. So it's a bit crazy thinking this is the first ever one, but definitely a good first find. Usually this section is at the start of videos, but I've decided to put it at the end now. It's the section where I put in video clips of items that I didn't pick up from stores but I thought were still worth sort of pointing out. So the first item was actually this fake Schalke jersey. Well, at least I think it's fake, or football shirt, because the tags on the neck definitely didn't check out. I thought it was quite unusual that a Schalke away shirt from like the mid-2000s was fake. But I guess when you're on holiday, you often do find fake shirts, so someone might have been in Germany or something and picked this up. I don't know if the name on the back was a real player or just something they got printed on, but I thought that was worth sort of showing. Next then we've got a Kenzo suit. So this was on the same day that I bought that Kenzo green jumper I just showed you. There's a full suit with the Kenzo home tags, and I think there's also a Hugo Boss one in the same store. When it comes to suits, you can find some really nice designer suits. It's quite hard to shift them. Not as many people are out there looking for like a full suit versus someone who's out there looking for jumpers and t-shirts and that. There's definitely not the same sort of market. Next is quite a short clip I've got here, but it's a load of brand new or nearly brand new Adidas shoes, I think from the mid 2000s or up to a few years ago. Now I was going to pick up the green pair, which I think was a Beckenbauer Adidas Classics pair, but they're a women's 6, and I thought they were a shoe that more appealed to a male market. There's definitely a big market for Adidas Classic shoes. I live in the northwest, and in the northwest, especially areas like Manchester and that, they've got like a massive cult following of Adidas shoes. So if you know which ones are which ones have got value, it could definitely be something well worth picking up. And that's everything for this video, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully with my editing magic this video isn't too long and you've managed to sit through to this point, so obviously you're hearing this now. We've actually had quite a good bit of support. We're a very small channel, we're actually quite a small Depop page really compared to the big ones. So it's been really nice to have the support, getting more comments in. Our Instagram page is doing really well, so it's nice to see, and I'm really happy that obviously people enjoy watching our videos, and hopefully we can carry on finding really good finds like that Michael Jordan jersey that I mentioned at the start of the video. So hopefully you keep coming back to the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with our most recent uploads, and thank you for watching.